Have you ever struggled with cavities? Have you ever dealt with, say, like inflammation in your gums or sensitivities, especially when you drink like cold water? Do you find that your teeth get sensitive after eating certain foods? I'm here to tell you that you can actually heal and reverse this without going to the dentist and naturally doing a few things that make a big difference with regards to oral health in general. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have never heard of this, or just think, oh, I got to go to my dentist to get my teeth checked, or to get, my one tooth drilled, to be able to get a cavity filled or whatever it is. But you can fix, heal, and reverse any issues you have going on with your mouth. And the reason I tell you that is because I've worked with many people that have done this, and honestly, it started off with myself. A few years ago, I was really struggling with sensitivities in two spots in my mouth. And actually from water picking, which I do instead of flossing, two old fillings actually fell out from the sides of the teeth in the top of my mouth. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to go get those filled. And when I started eating mostly animal-based or mostly meat and cutting out all processed sugars, all carbohydrates, and just sticking to exactly whole foods only, and then a lot of red meat and healthy saturated fat, within a matter of weeks, my gums completely sealed and healed up to the point where there was no sensitivities. I was absolutely blown away because I thought to have two of these old fillings that fell out via water picking, I thought for sure that they were going to become super sensitive, which they did not. They actually completely healed themselves to the point where there's no sensitivities. And for most of my entire life, whenever I drank cold water, my teeth would bug me. Since I've eaten this way, which is whole foods mixed with extremely high amounts of saturated fat and red meat, it's completely changed my oral health. And I know for absolute certainty it can do it for you as well, because I know there's so many people out there that have amazingly white looking teeth and they bleach them or whatever they do, they naturally whiten them, or they just whiten them with chemicals and different things, i.e. toothpaste and stuff like that, or white strips. But you can naturally completely remove the sensitivities inside your teeth and heal from gum problems. A few of my kids actually have done this exact thing where they've had small little cavities in their teeth. So by properly brushing every day and using non-fluoridated toothpaste, which if people don't realize that fluoride is actually toxic for you, well, you need to do some research. And so no fluoride in the toothpaste. They water pick every day really well, and then they use peppermint with coconut oil, and they oil pull for anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes every single day. And their cavities have completely reversed, or at least to the point where they don't bug them at all. There's no sensitivities in their teeth. And then, like I said, changing their diet, eating and consuming a lot more saturated fat and red meat, extremely healthy for you. I know many people out there think that, oh, we're told that red meat and saturated fat cause heart disease and things like that. Well, if eating high amounts of red meat and saturated fat actually reverses or removes inflammation or takes pain away, then how is this stuff going to cause, heart down the road? It just makes no sense to me. If you do something and it takes inflammation and pain and actually starts to heal the body naturally, then how is it considered bad for you when if you eat the way that we're told to eat, i.e. standard American diet, or eat a bunch of vegetables all the time and less meat and saturated fat, yet none of these pain and inflammation things, i.e. gum disease or gum problems or cavities, they don't go away and you're still getting them, then how is that actually healthy for you? You need to be consuming a diet where if you're eating foods that are causing you to stay the exact same or to get worse or get a little bit better but then not ever really get fully better, then there's something wrong with your diet. If you change that diet to eating mostly meat and saturated fat, I'm telling you right now, you'll start seeing issues that you've dealt with for many years, potentially even 20, 30, 40, 50 years, start to actually reverse, and your body will start to heal. And the reason this happens is you're removing so many toxins out of the body, you're preventing more heavy metals from coming in, and you're actually restoring and healing the gut, which ultimately, if you heal the gut, you can get your body into a state of pulling out of autoimmunity, which autoimmunity actually stands for attacking oneself or consuming oneself on autopilot. And you get into a state of being able to actually heal and repair and rejuvenate the gut, which ultimately heals, repairs, and rejuvenates the body, and it allows you to be able to reverse things that we're told are not reversible. So eat more saturated fat and red meat, and trust me, you'll see a great improvement with your overall health, but 100% with your gum and oral health. You got this. Let's go.